One of the things I love about being a part of the Morning Blend is getting to learn about the wonderful festivals that are in the area and spending time with our great guests who are considered friends of the blend. Now today I actually get to combine both of those worlds into one. Of course, I'm talking about our dear friend Mary Keith, president of the Tampa Audubon Society, who today is joined by Andy Fairbanks, the environmental outreach coordinator for Hillsborough County. And they're both here to talk about the Florida Birding and Nature Festival. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well, we love when you come on, and we love when you're talking about an event that sounds like it's going to be quite in demand, so we need to talk about it now in early registration. Mary, break it down for us.
Florida Birding and Nature Festival. We're starting it up again after 10 years something hiatus, but it's going to be down in Ruskin at the HCC South Shore campus, mostly centered there. October 13th through 16. October 13th, which is a Thursday evening, is our opening event, and I'll let Andy talk about that a little bit. But then Friday, Saturday, we have 40-some different speakers on seminars on all kinds of different nature topics, almost 30 different field trips going out to the 6 counties around us here. And Sunday morning, it is just field trips, no seminars. Then we also have Saturday, 2 different rooms of children's activities, and this is one of the things that the kids will be able to work on. And we also have an expo, so there will be national, international, local vendors selling all things birding and nature.
Well, I'm curious, talking about the hiatus that you brought up, and to bring it back, Andy, why bring it back this year? What's so special about this event that it's like, yes, this is the time to do it again?
Well, we're really just excited to show off what we've built, or preserved rather, throughout Hillsborough County and the other 5 counties in this area where we're doing these field trips to celebrate the Environmental Lands Acquisition and Protection Program that Hillsborough County has had since 1987. We're just glad to be hosting on this side, and Ruskin's a really neat area too. In the southern part of Hillsborough County, where we have a lot of our nature preserves. So we get to show off that to the public.
Oh, well, I was going to say, we're actually looking at some of the pictures that we can see. Are these birds that you're able to see on the nature field trips that you're talking about, which sound like you got to sign up now to be able to get into some of these field trips?
That's
Talk
right.
a little bit about that.
Right. Well, the early registration ends on the 15th of September. After that, people will be able to register, but it'll cost them $25 more.
Okay.
But if they register for the festival, then they can go ahead and register for one of the field trips. So these are some of the places and/or some of the birds. Yellow-billed cuckoo there peeking out at us. So it's great that we're having it in October because we have local birds that will live here all year round, but we're also going to be having those northern migrants coming down through. So that little yellow and black bird that was up there for a minute is a hooded warbler, and that's a migrant. They breed up in Canada and parts north and come through here on their way to South America and their winter vacation.
Well, and one of the things that I got to find out about, or maybe see how excited Mary is about, this is something that the kids can make. What is this here, real quick, as we're wrapping up?
It's a Bluebird Box. So there's the hole for the birds to go in.
Okay.
And it's made with an opening so you can open the side, and at the end of the year you clean out the old nest, or you can check early in the year to make sure that the birds are actually nesting and using it. So the children will be able to make the bird box. Now they'll have a choice of a bluebird, a screech owl, or a kestrel box, and they get to take the box home. The pole and everything the parents have to provide once they get home. But that's going to be part of the children's activities. There's a drawing contest to design a stamp, a bird stamp, for part of the festival.
Oh man,
so
there's stuff for everybody out there. And we definitely want to point out, though, where can people learn more information? And let's talk about that. Tell them where to go and the details.
FloridaBirdingandNatureFestival.org. That's our website. Across the top, under activities, there's the events that lists all the different seminars, all the different field trips that they'll be able to register for. You do not have to register for the festival to register for the evening events. So like the program that Andy was talking about, our panel talking about how Hillsborough got to be a leader in the nation for conserving land, that's a separate registration. And then we have Carlton Ward from Wildlife Corridor is one of our keynote speakers, and David Gordon from the Global Owl Project, who's going to be talking about conserving owls around the world, is one of our other keynote speakers in the evenings.
Good stuff. Well, I think Carlton Wood's actually going to be on our show, is going to be up on the show later in this week. So again, we're going to be touching on this more. Thank you for coming on. We always like talking about the festivals. So from appreciating our feathered friends to fitness, let's send it over to Carly.